Good morning, good morning. How you all are doing today? Hope you all are being the best version of yourself and commanding your day. I'm just popping on here quick to share a quick word. Um, this morning while I was in prayer and devotion, the Holy Spirit dropped in my spirit to speak about people that are taking advantage of others. And when I mean taking advantage of others, meaning money, not having that sympathy or that empathy for others. Everything is about the money. Everything is about getting the money. They're not taking the time to listen to people's situation, people's needs, and it's all over the world. It's all over. And the Lord is speaking. He is speaking. He wants it to stop. He wants it to stop because He's saying this is not how it's supposed to be. He is a God of compassion, a God of healing, a God of understanding. And this is the heart that He wants. He wants us to be like that. Instead of greedy, instead of greed, instead of, hey, if you can't do this, then, you got to pay up. Everybody is like, well, at least not everybody, but some people are searching for answers, and they feel that the only way they can get the money answer is to dog other people into getting it. And, He also dropped in my spirit about people in situations, whatever situation that you might be in arrears, you might owe money, you might be able to pay the bills, and you're trying to explain your situation to these consumers, to these people, and they are not taking heed, they're not listening, they don't want to hear your story, they don't want to hear your sad story, and it's all about the money. They need to get money, they need that money. He wants it to stop. He really wants it to stop. He wants people to have, especially those owners, those people who have businesses, who we pay our bills to. He wants where you can sit down and work out the situation. Either develop a payment plan, but at least sit down and listen to what the person is saying. You understand? It's not just like cut you off and say, okay, well, we can't do anything about it. We need the money by so-and-so day. No. He needs it to stop. He needs it to stop because it's all about the greediness and the want and trying to get your first quota, like the amount of sales that you do, the amount of customers that you do. It's all about the money thing, and that's how you make your living. But He said to trust Him. You feel that He cannot give you the $10,000 or the $50,000 that you need to make your quota at the end of the month? You feel He can't do that? You understand? So it's like depending on the system, depending on something that, it's all about the money, and I have to get this and I have to get, but you're not understanding the needs of the person that needs help. Your payments are behind, but you don't want to hear the story. You don't want to hear the sad news they come in with. They might be in a situation. They mightn't be able to have the money at a time, but they want the money. These people want their money. So He's saying it's time to give a listening ear to the cries and the needs of the people. Have some empathy and sympathy. The heads, the bosses, you have money but you want more. But you're not studying the little man, the poor man, the single parent, the family that is struggling, the family that can't even put the food on the table, and they have to pay these bills, and you don't care about what the family needs are or what they have to go through to survive. You don't want to listen to that. You need to make your quota. You need the money. You need to make the company proud. You need to make the boss proud of you. He said, stop. Stop it. It's not all about the money, and this is what he's trying to say. It's not all about the money. That greedy and want more and more and more and more. And you're not taking the time to relax your mind or reassure the customer that, hey, it's going to be all right. Let's do it this way. Let's sit down and plan. Let's, try to work it out together. He's saying it's not all about the money. He's saying try to have a heart. Try to listen to the people's needs and their concerns, especially when it comes to customer service. It's not about brushing off the person and putting them to the next, or hanging up, disconnecting them because they are crying about a situation they don't have the money to pay. He wants people to have more empathy and not making it all about the money with these companies, with these heads. I don't know what he's going to do when that continues. He didn't tell me all of that, but he's just pleading. The Lord is pleading. Have a heart. Have a heart for humanity. Have a heart. Have a heart for the single mother. Have a heart for a family that is going through something. Have a heart for civilization, for humanity, for people that is struggling, for people that barely making ends meet. Have a heart. Listen to their story. See how best you can work with them, and not try to drain their pockets with they may not have. We all know we have to pay the bills. But he's asking, God is saying, have some heart. When they can't come up with the money on time, have a heart. Just work out a plan. Sit down with them. Talk with them. See how best the plan could be resolved. Make it easier on both sides. Not rushing to see who get the most customers, who get the most money, who can bring in money for the company and all of that stuff by cutting down people, shutting them down, by, disregarding their concerns, not listening to their needs, not listening to their cries. Hey, customer service is more than that. You have to have a heart when you're in that. It's not easy. But he wants people with a heart for humanity, a heart to listen, a heart with some empathy. Not greed and all about the money and taking from the poor and taking and not listening to, hey, why this happened, and, having a listening ear, that is part of it too, and understanding. So he's calling for more. He's calling for that. I don't know if this is who this is for, but that just dropped in my spirit because I was like in tears. I was in tears of how greedy and ugly this whole world has turned into because of money and greediness. And, it's sad. And nobody's taking time out to understand the simple man who is struggling, who may not pay the bills, who cannot buy food for the family. He said it need to stop. It need to stop. So that was the word that I got this morning to share. All right? Not bashing anybody, but I just have to do what was said to me to do. Okay? Have a good day. Take care. Be good to yourself. And love on yourself. Peace. Yeah. And just be blessed. Be blessed through it all.